Why do most women, especially African women, why do we think that being a virgin when you get married guarantees the lifespan of your marriage? Why? Why? Because recently I've been seeing a lot of women lamenting about the fact that, oh, I got married as a virgin and I'm going through a lot in my marriage. I did everything right, but then I'm still going through difficulties in my marriage. And I begin to wonder, why do you make it about being married as a virgin? Like, why do you think that because you got married as a virgin, then the marriage will succeed? Or it has to succeed? That's the problem. Most women think a successful marriage is a reward for being a virgin. Why? It's a very good thing. Don't get me wrong. I don't say this to mean that it's not a good thing. It's a very good thing when it's done for the right reasons. Do not put yourself in a position where you feel that your virginity is going to make your marriage last. Because when it doesn't, you feel disappointed, you feel cheated, you feel like you didn't reap the reward of your labor. Being a virgin is good because you value yourself, because you know who you are, because you don't want to have a corrupted spirit. You don't want to pick up things from people which you're not supposed to be picking up, because you love yourself, yes, because you know who you belong to, but not because you want to impress your husband. It's good, yes, but people sometimes will not be fair to us. People will not always be fair to us. Life is unfair. I've just been thinking about it because recently I've been seeing a lot of women coming up to say, oh, I did the right thing, but then it didn't work. He didn't treat me well. What was your plan? That because you kept yourself, he's suddenly going to become a perfect person? No, if you keep yourself from now to the next life, if you choose somebody who is not good, who is not the right person for you, you will still cry. Yes, you will still cry. Keeping yourself is one thing, making the right choice is another thing. I just don't understand. You see your peers, they'll tell you how this has happened to them and they did everything right. They kept themselves, especially our sisters who have a religion which they are submitted to. They always feel cheated. Why do we feel that keeping ourselves, please? I don't know if somebody has an experience or something that you can drop in the comments, because the number of women who are coming out or who are speaking up about how they did everything right, but then they didn't get the reward for the right they did. I mean, you were not keeping yourself because you wanted to have a good marriage. If marriage is not a reward, a good marriage is not a reward for being a virgin. You are keeping yourself because you value yourself. So if you go into a marriage and you're not treated well, think about maybe the choice you made. This person you chose, was it a good person for you? How have you been handling the marriage? I'm not a marriage expert. I'm just a lady who has seen something which is so disturbing, and I believe there are other women who are scared, who are in doubt, like, is this worth it? After you've done everything right and things don't work out well. But the question is, what do you mean by you've done everything right? What did you think you were doing the right for? Were you doing it for a marriage? Were you doing it because you wanted a good marriage to be your reward? Not because you loved yourself, not because you knew who you were. That's what we need to be thinking about, because the way women are coming out to cry, even personally, I know people personally, close friends, who would say, oh, I'm done. Oh, the person I chose or the person I'm married to is not a good person. It's not treating me after being married as a virgin. It's disturbing, because we women are not keeping ourselves for the right reasons. And I bet you, if we start understanding the reasons why we are keeping ourselves, it would help us to make the right choice. If you know that you're keeping yourself because you have value, you would value yourself enough. The value you have for yourself already will work in your favor, because you look at somebody who would also value you as much as you value yourself. But if you're keeping yourself because you think that you will marry a man and he's going to value you for keeping yourself, like you just feel like that's the aspect where he realizes that, oh, you've been with him and only him, he's going to value you because you kept yourself. And when you're not treated right, you feel more hurt. You feel so hurt, cheated, and you feel like a failure. Trust me, when you understand that you're keeping yourself because of the value you have, you will choose better. You will choose somebody who would value you just as much as you value yourself. Not somebody who will realize that you have been a virgin all this while for him, expecting him to value you. No. You know that you know your worth. You know who you are. I just thought to come on here and share this to ask you guys if I'm the only one who is bothered about how women feel cheated on and disappointed because of the reason they kept their bodies, expecting that maybe marriage should be a reward for that. With the way things are going, a lot of women are in pain. Some of them are not even divorced or separated or have left their marriages. They are still in there, but the way they are being treated, the things they are going through,